Yo, so what's going on, you little chubby chasers? It is Pone, and we are kicking today off with your daily dose of pornography. We're dropping it like it's hot, like it's panties on prom night. We are kicking it off with the Type 95 Juggernaut with Every Gun show. If you guys are digging this show, let me know down below what you guys are really digging about it, and what you think is so sexy about me. Leave that down below too, okay? Yeah, I know, right? First one to make me blush gets a little internet blowjob and getting, I'm getting that in, so why not? So, anyways, I'm sorry, I've got something in my throat. It's not you, I know you, jelly. So, I wanted to kick this off. We're using the Type 95. I used the red dot sight on it because I do not like the default iron sight. It's more ugly than a vagina, so I cannot stand to use it. So I gotta ante it up, and I gotta throw in there the red dot sight. I think it really, you don't put a red dot sight on too many submachine guns. It's more along the lines of improving the iron sights of an assault rifle. So that's what I use with the Type 95. It just becomes a one-shot kill every time. And I do believe that's how the Type 95 got its name, because 95% of the time, you get a kill. I know, right? I may be wrong. It may be because, 95 is when the gun actually came out, but I'm pretty damn sure my assumption's accurate. So try arguing that with me. 95% of the time it wins its guns fight. So that random shit aside, what I wanted to talk to you guys today is basically like growth in YouTube and how things have changed. And I'm going to give you guys my story, my YouTube biography. Autobiography. I don't know, guys. I'm a high school dropout. I get a pass for that one. So I think it's an autobiography, but we're not gonna. You know what I mean, guys? Damn it, Pone. We're back. So I'm gonna talk about random shit. That sounds a lot better, Pone. Well done. So what I wanted to talk about is how YouTube has changed for me. I've been in this YouTube game, I'd say about 2 years or so, give or take a couple months. And with that, I've seen how YouTube has changed. I've seen how the people have changed. I've seen how the expectations have changed. And I wanted to talk about them a little bit. So, let's kick it back. Let's take it back a couple years, back when, I still looked how I do now, 13. And I'm going to talk to you guys about how I happened to hop into YouTube and how I think things have changed, not necessarily with me, but with YouTube as a whole. And so I kicked it back about 2 years ago, and I accidentally hopped into YouTube. I didn't mean to. My buddy brought his Dazzle over one day. I didn't even know what the fuck a Dazzle was. I totally thought it was some gay man's perfume. I had no clue what Dazzle was. So he brought over his Dazzle. This was before I think I saw HD quality on YouTube. I don't know. I could have, Lord if I know. And so he brought it over, and I happened to pop off for 3 nukes in one game. He got super excited, told me to upload it on YouTube. So I created a name, and the name was iPonestar for Hire. My original name has always been... Actually, no, it was Pone Chimera, but I'll explain that in a little bit. So I created my YouTube, uploaded the video, and it turns out that I was the first guy on YouTube to get 3 nukes in one game in Modern Warfare 2, which kind of, I can't say skyrocketed me. It's not like I had instant boner, everybody wanted me. It was like, it just helped get my name out there a little bit more. So, with that achievement, I got in there and I started seeing, wow, these guys like my stuff. And I started crafting and I started learning to commentate, and it wasn't easy. I think I didn't really find myself and find out how I wanted to stand out in YouTube, because that's what you gotta do. You gotta try to stand out. So I don't think I really found myself and tried to stand out on YouTube until I had probably 30, 40k subs. And that's when I got into my, started opening up, when I started getting to my, perverted usual self, but serious at the same time. I started trying to, stop talking about what I was gonna do and talk about what I'm going to do. And that's what I think changed, and that's how my my YouTube career started. And so what happened, it was just a bunch of goals, and I had my mindset and what I wanted to do, and I wanted to be successful. Everybody wants to be successful. And so with doing that, it started off, my simple very first goal was to get out there a little bit and learn to commentate. Commentate's not an easy thing. You guys are like, oh yeah, man, you get paid to play video games. Easiest fucking job in the world. If it's so easy, why are there so little famous commentators out there? I mean, and don't say because it's oversaturated. I mean, yes, it's a lot harder nowadays to get out there, but if you've got good content, it will root out. So, back then, the standards for commentary were a lot lower. The standards for gameplay were a lot lower, because nowadays you've got to fight for views, you got to fight for money, you got to fight for Sparta. I mean, you've got to do a lot now, and it's a lot more cutthroat and crazy now because money has been involved, and that's another thing I want to talk about in this. So, it started off simple. I wanted to learn to commentate. I wanted to get into it. And then I finally found my niche, the thing that I really like to be. And I found my commentary style that I really, really enjoyed. And that was being me. Not many people could say, hey, man, Pone Star. I mean, there are very few perverted commentators out there. I mean, there are a couple. But there's not many people you can compare me to. And that's what I think is great. I mean, that's the unique classification that you want. You want to stand out. You don't want to be the next Woody's gamer tag. You want to be the next insert gamer tag here. You want to be something else. And it's not easy to do nowadays, because everything you think of has probably already been done, and it's very difficult to get out there. So, back then it was a little easier, but I do believe it was a lot harder to become successful money-wise, such as, Machinima Respawn was my first major goal. I wanted to get involved, and I wanted to start posting on there because the reason for Machinima Respawn, which I didn't even know you got paid for that until after I got my contract. I wanted to do it because it's exposure. It's me presenting myself full-fledged nakedness right out for the public eye to see, and I just wanted to flaunt it. I wanted to get a little bit of exposure. And so that's what my goal was. That was the whole the idea and mindset on YouTube back then, is the top thing that you wanted to achieve is to get a director spot. And that's one thing that I finally did. After about 6 months, I had about 8K subs on my old channel. I got my director spot. Then my channel got hacked. And I don't know what happened. This was back when I had 9K subs, and Woody's Gamertag had 40K. So this was a long-ass time ago. He was still in his 20s or some shit. So it's been a while since we since we did that. And it's been a long journey since then. So and then I hit that hard surface. Do I quit? I just lost 9K subs. Back then, 9K subs was equivalent to like 50K nowadays, and it was a very, very difficult hit to me. I mean, I put all the effort and all that work just to wake up one day. I mean, you can't explain the feeling that I felt just to come home. It's every day you come home to your routine thing. I just got back from a great date with my girlfriend, came back, and got on the computer, just tried to log in like usual. You know what I mean? It's routine. You're used to hopping on, checking out your stuff, reading your comments, seeing people wanting the internet, blowjobbing you for days. And I couldn't log in, and that was like the scariest thing ever, and my mood just flipped around. I had a great night, and then I was just totally the fucking Grinch for days. And it was a big hit. Now, I think things have changed since then. YouTube now you can find content anywhere. Everybody's trying to get out there a little bit more. And I think the standards have dropped a little bit. I think for the reason being is a lot of these high-ranked commentators know that people will watch their content. If you got 500K subs, you've got people that have been loyal with you for the longest. They're going to watch your content no matter what. And I think one of the largest things that I think is declining in this community is because people have been successful. They don't care about improving their stuff. I always that's one thing that I do, before bed, that I think of new content, maybe new topics, and I like to, prepare myself, because I always want to keep coming up with new ideas. That's why sometimes I'll start up a new show or something like that, because I want to keep it fresh, I want to keep it popping. I want to make sure that I keep getting entertainment and providing it for you guys, coming up with new ideas. I don't want to just settle for the same shit every day. And I know it would get views, but that's not what I want. I want to keep bettering myself, and that's one thing that I think has declined, is people have given up the opportunity and the thrill of bettering themselves because they know they're already going to get the money that they made. So after a few months after I got my director spot, they started giving out partnerships, which was a little bit more of an incentive to flood YouTube, because with the partnerships, therefore, that means more money for people. More money means more hookers, and everybody wants hookers. So that hooker treatment just got involved, and people were just really, really craving to start making money, and that brought a new incentive in, and it brought a whole new crowd. People are like, you can make money doing this now. It's not just a simple couple $100 from Machinima Respawn every few months. Now you can make money every month. Now you can make it on your own channel. And then opportunity jumped open. This is how this became a job for most of us, and it's because of, that whole opportunity. So things got mixed in there at a time that YouTube was not allowing any sort of partnerships for gaming content because it wasn't allowed on YouTube. So Machinima worked their magic, flashed their titties in their face, and they were like, we'll cave in. We'll let you post gaming content. So things have changed, we've evolved, and we've adapted into this community, and I think gaming is slowly taking over YouTube. So with that being said, guys, that's just my thought, my theories on YouTube and how it's changed. It's been very, very different. My goals have been similar throughout most of the thing. Things have slightly changed, but if you guys would like to see or hear a little bit more on my actual journey, or what I think, or what my goals are now, or anything along the lines of that, just ask it down in the comments below. And because I do think it differs. I mean, once you throw money into the situation, things change. But hopefully you guys understand that and have enjoyed this commentary. So that's just been kind of like the journey through YouTube that I've been able to experience through my eyes. And I hope you guys have actually enjoyed, have been here with me for a long time and are still entertaining my content, or enjoying my entertaining content. And, I'm just grateful for everything that's happened. So if you guys would like to hear more, possibly about my journey to the land before time with Littlefoot, just hit it down in the comments box. Thanks. Ooh, what the fuck was that, guys? It was a tornado or something. So thanks for watching, guys. I've got to clean off my monitor. Peace out. Get it. Fucking nasty.